It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you had some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Into the air right away is Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he is going to lose yardage here. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. On the move to his left. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Allen. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Following the fumble recovery, Williams. Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Swift is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 3 yards out. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen again. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Bears will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their 1st touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Swift going to try up the middle, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down is Williams. Buying time to his left. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw is Williams. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Williams. Touchdown, Bears! DeAndre Carter, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To the air, Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Williams. Steps away to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Alert.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen being chased out left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. To throw, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. He's got it. Touchdown. James Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. Eluding the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Moore, the man in motion. On first down, here's Williams. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Play action, now Williams. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Williams to try again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm here all day. Alert! 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Yeah.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Keon Coleman, 31 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Williams to the air on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he's brought down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Back to throw again. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 41 yards. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll go play action here with Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll fake the give. Now Williams steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, If it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Santos' kick is up and through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Muscling free near the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Here's 1st down. Now Allen. Being chased out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Throwing. Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away. Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. And firing a deep ball for Komet. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the air on 3rd down is Williams. Flush to his right. big loss here as he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Throwing is Allen. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Allen. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught at Samuel. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.